Feminist and Multicultural Counseling and Psychotherapy by Daniela Lopez Ramirez. Main goal. Feminist counseling theories focus on how the effects of gender, cultural, heterosexual, and other stereotypes affect an individual's identity and relationships, and how these lead to the types of problems for which a person seeks counseling. The counseling process involves developing an egalitarian relationship, exploring sources of marginalization and disconnection, fostering authenticity and empowerment, building better relationships and communities. Case conceptualization. Politics of diagnosis. Feminists challenge the diagnosis outlined by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders because it oppresses the minorities since they do not meet the norms set up by the ruling class. Gender roles. Gender is commonly the first identity that people experience. It is frequently the variable of greatest importance to the human from the moment they are born. Feminist counselors explore how the gender expectations of the client are contributing to their present problems. Marginalization and oppression. Feminist counselors assist individuals who have been marginalized due to culture, race, sexual orientation, and numerous other factors. Social oppression and isolation due to marginalization are considered to be the root causes of clients' problems. Personal is political, political is personal. A person's internal realities is inherently interconnected with political issues from their broader social context. Feminist counselors help clients separate internal and external sources of problems by raising awareness of oppression, privilege, and societal impact on individual experience. Relational images. The expectations of relationships based on early life experiences and that continue to affect present-day relationships. Feminist counselors focus on controlling images and help clients experience satisfying relationships. Self in relation. The recognition that, for women, the primary experience of self is relation. The counselor views women's development through a relational lens, exploring the evolution and development through significant relationships in a woman's life. Relational resilience and courage. The ability to move back into relationship following disconnection and empathetic failures, as well as the ability to ask for help when needed. Client needs to be vulnerable and willing to open up to others. Mattering and connection. The sense that one is valued and cherished by another. It is considered vital for the mental and relational health of an individual. Recent research states it is especially important with individuals with severe mental illness. Disconnection strategies and the central relational paradox. The strategies clients use to disconnect from others when they feel vulnerable. To alter the self to fit the wishes of others in expense of personal authenticity. Treatment plan. Initial phase of treatment. Initial counseling task. Develop working counseling relationship. Diversity is considered. Relationship building intervention. Developing growth fostering relationship using mutual empathy and authenticity. Initial phase client goal. Increase empowerment and feeling of mattering to reduce a specific crisis symptom. Interventions. Identify sources of marginalized oppression and disconnection that fuel a sense of crisis. Working phase of treatment. Working phase counseling task. Monitor quality of the working alliance. Assessment intervention. Look for evidence and of. Ask about client experiencing 5 good things in counseling relationship. Working phase client goals. Increase awareness of the effects of political as personal. Gender roles and marginalization to reduce specific symptoms. Gender role analysis and analysis of social political influences and how they affect the problem. Connect with friends, groups, and causes that create a sense of empowerment in relation to problems. Increase ability to relate to people and situations from an assertive position of respect for self and others to reduce specific symptoms. Assertive training to learn how to balance asserting one's needs while respecting those of others. Self-esteem training to develop a greater sense of self-acceptance. Increase number and quality of mutual growth, fostering relationships to reduce specific symptoms. Interventions. Corrective emotional experiences to learn how to relate more authentically. Learn to identify disconnection strategies and ways to repair disconnection. Closing phase of treatment. Closing phase counseling task. Develop aftercare plan and maintain gains. Identify relation and social political forces that are likely to generate problems in future, and explore potential assertive responses. Closing phase client goals. Increase client states of relational resilience, mattering, and empowerment to reduce feelings of disconnection. Interventions. Applying learning from corrective emotional experiences in sessions to relationships outside. Empower client to advocate for research and evidence base. Similar to narrative and collaborative counseling, feminists have conducted cultural and ethnic diversity, designed for addressing cultural and gender criticism. Feminist approaches have been criticized because they potentially marginalize the experience of multicultural women by mistakenly assuming that the values of white, middle-class American women are universally applicable. There have been implications of using feminist counseling and psychotherapy principles. Sexual identity diversity. Feminist approaches address. Thank you for watching this presentation.